Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to start second chapter for class 11th. Chapter name is Relations and Functions. In today's video, we will do some introduction, some definitions of this chapter, and after that we will do exercise 2.1, 2, 3 and miscellaneous exercise. As we have to fully complete the second chapter according to new guidelines for your syllabus. Okay. So let's do first definition. Definition is ordered pair. Okay. An ordered pair of objects or elements taken in specific order. Okay. Like in simple language, if we have some collection like shoes and socks. Okay. If we write some collection in this form, this is called ordered pair. Okay. Mathematically, we will write it as an ordered pair. What is an ordered pair? It is a collection of elements taken in specific order. Now, what is the specific order? If we have two elements like A and B, if we separate them by commas and enclosed with an open interval, this is called an ordered pair. Okay. Now, this first element, this A is called first element or first component, and this B is called second element or second component. Okay. So, for example, like 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the examples of ordered pair. Okay. Here we also write it as first element is called abscissa and second element is called ordinate if we draw it on the Cartesian plane. Okay. Now, next definition is equality of two ordered pairs. Okay. If we have two ordered pairs like AB and CD, these two are said to be equal if their first components is equal and second component is equal. Okay. So, if A is equals to C and B is equals to D, then we say that AC and CD are equal. Okay. So, mathematically we will write it as AB is equals to CD if and only if A is equals to C and B is equals to D. Let's discuss some remarks. First one is the ordered pair AB and BA are different unless A is equals to B. Okay. So, like this, A1 and 1A. These are different. Okay. If we have A is equals to 1, if A is equals to B, if A is equals to 1, then components will be this. So, these ordered pair are equal. Okay. So, these two are different unless A is equals to B. Okay. Second is the two components of an ordered pair may be equal. Like that. Two ordered pair may be equal, but this is an ordered pair. Okay. In set we can't repeat a element. Okay. So, but here this is not a set. This is an ordered pair. Okay. So, here first and second component may be equal. Okay. So, note that here this set is not equals to this ordered pair since if we separate two elements by comma and enclosed with curly braces, this will form a set. Okay. But if we enclosed it by open interval, then this is an ordered pair. These two are not equal. Okay. So, here this is not equals to an ordered pair. Now, let's discuss about second definition, which is Cartesian product of two sets. Okay. So, if we have two sets like A and B with two non-empty sets, then the set of all ordered pairs such that first element belongs to the first set and second element belongs to the second set is called a Cartesian product of A and B and is denoted by A cross B. Okay. Mathematically, we will write it as A cross B is equals to all ordered pairs such that first element, first component belongs to first set and second component belongs to second set. Okay. If we have to find the Cartesian product of this like B cross A. So, this will contain all the ordered pairs such that first element belongs to B and second element belongs to second set. Here this is a second set. Okay. So, by some example, we will briefly discuss about this. If we have A is equals to x, y, z and B is equals to 2, 3, we have to find the Cartesian product of A and B. So, students, Cartesian product is simply a relationship between all the components of two sets. Okay, if we have two sets like A and B, Cartesian product is the relation between the elements of first set with the elements of second set. Okay, all the relations between these two sets. So, how we can easily observe this? Okay, let's consider this is set A, this is set B. Okay, in set A we have three elements x, y, z, and in B we have two elements 2 and 3. Okay, first of all we have to find the Cartesian product of A and B. Okay, so this will contain all the ordered pairs such that first element belongs to first set. So first will be x2, second ordered pair will be x3. So first is x2, second is x3, third will be y2, y3. Okay, so this will be y2 and y3. Next will be z2, z3, z2 and z3. So this is the Cartesian product of A and B. Simply if we have to find the Cartesian product of B and A, B cross A. So you will find the relation of first component of B with the all components of A. Okay, so first component is 2, first ordered pair will be 2x, second will be 2y, third will be 2z. Okay, so next 3x, 3y and 3z. This is the Cartesian product of B and A. Okay, so by these two products we can simply observe here in A cross B we have different elements and in B cross A we have different elements. So we can easily observe that A cross B is equals to not equals to B cross A. That means Cartesian product of two sets is not commutative. Okay, so this is not commutative. Okay, by this example we can easily observe, because all the elements are not equal. First ordered pair is x2, second is 2x. Okay, so these two are not equal. Okay, because in the previous definition we have already discussed that two ordered pair are said to be equal if their first element are equal and second elements are equal. But here this condition doesn't hold. So here these are not equal. Okay, so this is the first remark for Cartesian product. Second is, you can easily observe that here in A cross B we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. Okay, so number of elements in A cross B is 6. Okay, 6, and number of elements in B cross A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of elements are equal but elements are not equal. Okay, so how many elements are there? Number of elements in A into number of elements in B. Number of elements in A into number of elements in B. You can easily observe, like here number of elements in A are 3 and number of elements in B are 2. So number of elements in the product are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B cross A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of elements are equal and these are the product of elements, and these are the product of number of elements, but the Cartesian product is not equal. This is not commutative. Let's discuss about question number 1 of exercise 2.1. Question number 1, if x by 2 plus 1 and y minus 2 by 3 is equals to 5 by 3 and 1 by 3. Means we have two equal ordered pair are given. We have to find the values of x and y. Okay. We know that two ordered pair are equal if their first component is equal and second component is also equal. Okay. So these are equal. This implies x by 3 plus 1. Here first component is equals to first component and second component is equals to second component. Okay. We will simultaneously solve these two. We will get x by 3 is equals to 5 by 3 minus 1. X by 3 is equals to 5 minus 3 by 3. This will equals to 2 by 3, implies x is equals to 2. What about this? So here y is equals to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So y is equals to 3 by 3 and y is equals to 1. So we have x is equals to 2, y is equals to 1. So let's discuss about question number 2. If the set has 3 elements and set B has 3 elements, then the number of elements in A cross B. Okay, so if the set A has 3 elements, so number of elements in A are 3 and number of elements in set B are also 3. We have to find the number of elements in the Cartesian product. Okay, we know that this is equals to number of elements in A and number of elements in B. This is equals to 3 into 3, which is 9. Okay, let's discuss question number 3. If G is equals to 7, 8 and H is equals to 5, 4, 2, we have to find the Cartesian product of G and H. Okay, and H and G. So we can easily observe that here we have 2 number of elements, here we have 3 number of elements. So in the Cartesian product we will have 6 number of elements. Okay, so simply we can observe that, let's consider this is set G and this has 2 elements and in H we have 3 elements. Okay, here we have 2. Okay, so in the Cartesian product of G and H we will have 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 2 and 8, 5, 8, 4 and 8, 2. These elements. Okay. In H cross G, we know that first element will be from first set. Okay. So element will be 5, 7, 5, 8. After that 4, 7, 4, 8. 4, 7, 4, 8, 2, 7, 2, 8. Okay. Here we have 6 number of elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Number of elements is same but the product is not equal. Okay. G cross H is not equals to H cross G. But number of elements are equal. Now let's discuss about question number 4. State whether each of the following statements are true or false. If false, rewrite the statement correctly. Okay. First one is if P is equals to Mn and B is equals to Nm. These are two sets. Then the Cartesian product will be this. So this is false. We can easily observe here P have 2 elements and Q have 2 elements. So in the Cartesian product we must have 4 elements. Okay. So in Cartesian product we have 4 elements. First one is Mn. Second one will be M into M. This order pair. And next will be Nn and next will be Nm. Okay. So this is the correct statement. If A cross B are non-empty sets, then their product is non-empty set of ordered pairs. Yeah, this is correct. If we have 2 sets which are non-empty and their Cartesian product is also non-empty and this is containing ordered pairs, but in the next line we have given that such that first element belongs to the second set and second element belongs to the first set. This is wrong because the definition of Cartesian product says that this will contains those ordered pairs such that first element belongs to the first set and second element belongs to the second set. Here opposite is given, so this is a false statement. Okay, so next is if A is equals to 1 2 and B is equals to 3 4, then Cartesian product of A and B intersection phi is phi. Okay, so we know that B intersection phi will be phi. Okay, so what about A cross B intersection phi? This will be equals to A cross phi, which is equals to A. Okay, so this statement is true statement. Okay, so students, that's all about this lecture. We have completed 4 questions and some basics for exercise 2.1. In the next video, we will complete exercise 2.1. Thanks for watching.